Welcome to week 6, y'all. In week 5, I asked you for some feedback, and about half of you have submitted feedback at the time of recording this video. So thank you for that. Feedback is really important to me as a teacher, especially in a class like this where I don't have a ton of experience with teaching online. I taught one section last summer, but it was a shorter version of the course and had completely different projects. So this is a learning experience for me too. And as such, your feedback really matters to me, so I can try and make this the best class for you that I can. And because I care about what you have to say, I figure it's only fair to share with you some of what the feedback discussed. So we'll start with the trends about what you enjoyed. It looks like a number of you that submitted feedback are fans of the ballpoint readings. I will be honest with you, you are the first class ever, like actually ever, that enjoys the ballpoint readings. I usually have to go through and try to give options when there are ballpoint readings scheduled because people hate it. But knowing that you like it though, I can take a look ahead for the rest of the reading calendar and look for places where maybe I can replace an outside reading with a ballpoint one or look for more places where you can have choices for a ballpoint reading. As far as the video lectures go, there were a number of comments that you appreciate how concise they are, and people seem to like having the transcripts available too, so that is something that will continue. A couple of people said that you don't enjoy watching the videos, and so if that's the case for you, you may consider reading the transcripts instead of watching, so that way you can still get the content. It's just in a form that works better for you. Y'all also liked the amount of creative freedom that you had with the first unit. So that is something that will continue throughout the course. A couple of people said that they wanted less creative freedom, which is fair. That many options can be intimidating at first, especially if it's not what you're used to with an English class. So we'll have more restrictions when we get to the third unit with the research paper. Those come from the university and the writing program, but you'll get some freedom with the topic you choose. So, my goal with giving you as much freedom as you've had so far is to let you use your strengths. It also gives you the chance to try something new and not feel the pressure of a percentage-based grade on you. And our grading system and rubrics allow for creativity in trying something new, and that's something that I value as a teacher. I don't ever want to box you in. Some people asked for more examples of projects, which is good to know. My in-person students said that they wanted more of this too. I thought I'd provided enough, but moving forward, I will try to upload more examples for you. So this can take a little bit of time, because I have to see if students give me permission to use their work, and then I have to see if it needs to be anonymous or not. And if it does have to be anonymous, then I have to go in and do a bunch of stuff to the documents. With the second project you're working on, I've only taught it once before, so my sample size of projects is much smaller than the first and third projects in this class. Based on some of your feedback, I am seeing something I am concerned about. So it seems as though a number of you don't understand that an online class here is operating similarly to a regular class. You are responsible for knowing and checking deadlines. You are responsible for doing your work in a timely manner. Um, we have deadlines that we have to stick to. So for some classes, it might work better for total flexibility where you can just turn things in whenever you want. But for a class like this, that's not the case. In a writing class, you have to be able to do the work when we're doing the work. Your being able to do work whenever you want throughout the semester defeats the purpose, right? You write, you get feedback, you revise, and we move on. The timeline for all of that isn't as flexible as classes where you just read a textbook and take an exam. This is a much more involved process of learning than memorizing things out of your book, right? We practice writing here, and that has deadlines with it. If you struggle with time management, you may consider looking into student success coaching at Ball State. It's free and they help you practice those sorts of workplace and learning skills so you can perform more effectively as a student. In terms of things that will change as a result of your feedback. So, nearly every person who responded up to this point said that they hate the QTRs. This is good for me to know. My online class last summer loved them and highlighted them as the most helpful thing in the course. So I thought that might be the case again this semester. It's not. So some people suggest that I start just doing reading quizzes instead of making you post something in a discussion board. But that is not something I'm willing to do. A quiz doesn't leave space for you to actually think critically about the readings, right? There's no point in my assigning readings if you don't do something with them or use them in some way. And quizzes don't let you actually do anything besides spit information back at me. So that's not learning, that's memorizing, and memorizing doesn't inherently help you develop strong writing. I am willing to shift the QTRs to a new assignment, but it won't be quizzes. So we still need a way for you to actively engage with the course material, and there should be ways for you to engage with one another. I'm still thinking about what exactly this could look like, but I'll let you know next week what these will turn into. So you'll have one more QTR to suffer through this week, and then next week I'll transform it into a new activity that hopefully works better for y'all. A couple of people asked me to reconsider the policy about extensions on minor assignments. So this is something I've been thinking about too, even before you left feedback on it. So right now, you have no extensions available whatsoever on minor assignments. They're due on Sunday at 11:59 p.m. each week, and they close, and I don't take anything past that point. Um, I am willing to leave the modules open for an extra day. So you have from Monday until the following Monday to turn them in. That gives you a little bit of extra time, and it's not so much that it entirely throws off my grading schedule or our ability to get projects done. So we'll push the due dates back an extra day for everything for the rest of the semester, and I'll update the course calendar to reflect that. Keep in mind then that the assignment sheet for Dear Data will show the incorrect date. So your second major project will now be due on Monday, March 2nd at 11:59 p.m. Using your 1 week extension, if you didn't use it on the first project, will give you until Monday, March 9th. Again, thank you for your feedback. We are all in this together, and I appreciate any chance to hear how I can help you learn better. So you're going to have more opportunities to give me feedback this semester. If you have any questions about anything we've addressed in this video or anything outside of that, please let me know. Uh, I am happy to email with you or to hop on a Zoom call and talk, but please, 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 please reach out if you have any questions. Have a good week, y'all.